Hello and welcome back to the Helmet Head podcast. And today's episode is about that bike that takes your breath away. You know you have a selection in your head, your dream bike. Well, I've got mine and I want to go through my list, but I'm really interested to see in the comments all the ones that you'd put in your list. So we're going to go for the top 5, the 5 that make my little heart jump a beat every single time I see it. I want to start off with the BMW R90 Scrambler. Now, why the Scrambler? Because it's just got the way that exhaust sweeps up, just gives it that really gorgeous look. But for me, it would have to be in that dark grey with that brown seat with some brown grips, because you've got that Boxster engine as well, that 12 or just shy of 1200cc engine that you know is going to thump away. It's stripped back, it looks mean. It's just something that I could just literally enjoy a beer or a coffee and stare at, continuously stare at. Oh, that bike does make my heart flutter. Now, moving on to the next in my list, number 2, right? This bike is something that I've wanted for absolutely ages. Some people love it, some people hate it. But I think it was 2018, I believe, that it was released, and it made me go, oh wow. Oh wow, I want that. And it's a kind of bike I could imagine cruising down the road with my wife on the back, just going somewhere absolutely cinematic, like the Cotswolds, somewhere like that, where we can sit down and have a nice afternoon tea, being very posh, and staring at the bike, parked right next to where we're having that afternoon tea. And that is the Triumph Speedmaster 1200. They just brought that back, in my opinion. It just looks like a massive powertrain. And the thing of it is, I've been and I have sat on them and I've looked at them and I've drawled over them, and it's not that big. It's not as big as it looks in the pictures. It fits you surprisingly nicely. It's kind of got these sweeping bars that are just a weird and strange position to sit, but also suit the way that you want to ride. But for me, it's got to be the black and the white tank. There's something about that colour scheme and that bike with that big 1200cc engine, with that sort of, let's say, that black and white tank, and the way it swoops back and exhaust coming down and under is just, oh wow. That would have to add into my dream garage of bikes, 100%. It's just something I've wanted for such a long time. Right, moving on next is, believe it or not, the bike I've got right in front of me, the Honda Africa Twin, because I bought this and it's grown on me that much that I can't see me not using it for the workhorse that it is. It's got that real aggressive front look to it. Now, of course, what I would like is the brand new version with the nice fancy dash and all the extra settings. And I also think they've refined the Africa Twin so much in the last couple of years that it's just become a better and better and better bike. And yes, I would go for the DCT because I like that automatic twist and go. I just think it ticks so many boxes, and that was partly why I bought this bike, because of the price and that DCT gearbox. Now in Sport 2, there is times when I'm throttling it and it is staying too high in the revs, but you can just click the button, you can change up and down gears on it as well. But it's just grown on me that much. It has to be in the stable, or this will probably have to stay in the stable. But if I could, I'd buy another brand new one of these to add to it. Great bike, literally does everything that you want it to do. A proper workhorse, a proper beast, great off-road, great on-road, great packing all your gear, and it's just kind of everything around. It is the workhorse that you need to have. Right, next up, I've mentioned this bike a few times before as well. There's something about this that just makes me go, I want that as well. Every one of these, to be fair. Now, this is the Triumph Scrambler 900, and it has to be in that dark green colour. That they've got something so right about that. It's that matte green colour with the, again, the exhaust that come along the side of it. Just in looks, I dribble a little bit when I look at it, because I just go, oh, I like that. And they're at a fair price point as well. There's just something about it. I mean, they've done a few different versions of it, obviously, over the years. You've got a Sandstorm. Obviously, they've got the James Bond version. I'd love to get my hands on one of the James Bond one with the 007 embroidered in the seat as well. Again, it's another Triumph, but it's something really awesome. It's those looks. It just looks so cool. Now, a lot of people say that they're no good, the 900 off-road. I think put some knobbly tyres on, light gravel tracks, the kind of thing I'd want to do on it, it'd be fine. But it's still another one that, it's the Sunday riding bike. It's the bike for me that I would wear all the cool looking gear, like my brown leather jacket, my road skin jeans. By the way, there is a link to get a discount code in the description for the road skin jeans, because there's a reason why I'm wearing road skin jeans on every single ride, and there's a reason why I've taken a pair of road skin jeans that I'm riding around the world in, because they are generally the best jeans. I've tried so many others, and one day coming up soon I'll have to seriously talk about those jeans and the differences between them. But anyway, that look, those jeans, that brown jacket, some brown sort of gloves, you just look awesome. It's the kind of thing, like I said, it's a posing bike for me. That's what the Scrambler 900 would be. It'd be a posing bike. I want to pull up, I'd feel awesome on it, and again I could sit with a beer and just stare at it and stare at it and stare at it. Now the fifth one, the last one on my list, this is a bit strange, because when I first saw it I was like, I don't know if I like it that much, and over time since it's come out I look at it more and more and more. I stare at it and go, I would like that. I would like that more than I'd like another sort of bike. Now, I've ridden a few Harleys on the channel. I've reviewed a few of the Harleys, and they're great bikes. Absolutely great bikes. But if I had the money in the bank, the actual bike I would put on my list to go in my garage, the one that would have to come out on special occasions because I'd want it to be so pristine every time I rode it, would be the BMW R18. Now, why the BMW R18? It's got that big 18cc engine. That engine is so unique, the way it's got this massive kind of like engine guard, hasn't it, on the front, with a, again, sweeping out Boxster engine. You know, every time you turn that front, it's going to give you that little bit of a chuck around. It's just, it looks like a beast, like a proper beast. And like I said, it's grown on me so much. The way the lines are on it, it just looks absolutely incredible. So if I could have all 5 of those bikes in my garage, I would be a very happy man. They make me go, whew, yeah. But what are your 5? Give me 5 down in the comments. Give me 5 and tell me what 5 would make you just go, yeah, these are the 5 that I'd buy. If, say, you won the lottery tomorrow and you could afford to have 5 bikes in your stable that you want, give me those 5 down there. I'll be dead interested to see what everyone, because people's opinions are so different. You've got my 5. So let's hear your 5. Well, that's it for this podcast. I hope you've enjoyed going through my 5 bikes that I'd love, and I can't wait to chat to you and see you in the next one. So take care, ride safe, and have an amazing time on that bike. Bye bye for now.